Hi everyone, I've found something else I wanted to make that I've never made before. Hi Arlene, No's coming in. I found a recipe. It's a little bit different than Mama Rose's, but I found and hi Philip and anybody coming in. I found a Dolores, all those coming in, thank you. I found a different recipe of cashew butter. It's different than what Mama Rose and that makes, but it's got a little bit more ingredients, but I thought I would give it a try. As you can see, I've got cashews already in my blender. What I have to do is I have to break them up and get them into a fine powder. So I'm going to do that first, and then I will add the rest. It also calls for agave nectar as the option. And if I put that in there, I will make it the blue raw agave nectar because I didn't watch it. I stayed in the house. I didn't go outside to see it, but my house got real dark inside, so I knew it was happening. But anyway, I forgot to make eclipses on my thing again. Oh well, that's all right. So yeah, I do like nuts, but I had plenty of cashews, and I thought I want to make something I've never made before. It's cashew butter. So you'll have to bear with that. I've got everything already measured out, so I'm going to go ahead and make this into a fine powder. I've got my instructions right here, and I'll follow them, and then we'll go from there. So let's get this going. See, that's already a fine powder. Then I'm going to take my lid off and I'm going to put the other ingredients in. Okay. I have to add my... Okay, I'm going to skip a rubber spatula and scrape down the sides. Yes, it's a Ninja. I wish I had a Vitamix though, because I know people talk about the Vitamixes. I just can't afford one right now. You know, they're just too expensive. You know, even on Amazon, they're about $300-400. The refurbished ones are about $300, and that's just a little bit much. And there again, you know, not sure how if it's even going to work after that. So, okay, now I gotta now I'm gonna add my oil. It calls for orange juice or lemon juice. I didn't have the orange juice, so I put the lemon juice. So here's my olive oil. Took a little olive oil. Here's my lemon juice. And here's my salt. And that's basically all it takes. I use sea salt, so I use that instead of regular salt. So we're going to mix this again now. Scrape the sides down, but it'll get there. This is just a little bit different than Vitamix. Vitamix, they got the tamper. I don't have that on this, so I have to do it this way. But it works. You do what works. You just have to bear with me. It'll come. You know, maybe one of these days before I'll get a Vitamix. I might surprise myself and get money and be able to get one. But for right now, I have to deal with my Ninja. But it works fine for me right now. It's going to be a little slow process because I got to keep getting it down the sides. I'm trying to... I could have used my food processor, but I didn't think it would make it as good in the food processor as it would in here. This is a little more powerful. This is 1200 watt. My food processor is only 450. So there's a big difference. So I haven't seen Mama Rosa come in this morning. I realize now that she was on this morning and she was asking me a question that I didn't see, and I hope she didn't get upset with me because I didn't answer her question. I was told, and I can't remember who told me, about eating fruit with your breakfast, that you need to have eat it about 30 minutes before your breakfast. I should have told her that, but I didn't see it, so I couldn't tell her. That's what I was told. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's, you know, So I've kind of stuck by that. So let's try this again. Take a little time to get this mixed in here. It likes to get away from the blades. But I'm going to keep pushing at it. I'm not going to give up. I keep trying. That's why I say if I had a Vitamix, it would work a lot better. Not only my blade came off, it would work a lot better for me. But we'll see. Well, I'll get it working. There we go. Now that my blade had to come off, popped off. It shouldn't have done that. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to get the blade back on there. If it comes off, it comes off. But we'll figure it out. I may have to use my other one to get it going. I might just do that. I may just switch to my food processor to finish this since I got it this far. That's what I might do. Lo and behold, I'm gonna get a Vitamix one of these days. I swear I am. Just bear with me while I get this set up. Let's pull this all in here. And I'll just finish it up in the food processor. That's the way to do that. Start it here and finish it up. This, you can see it's trying to set up. It just gets all at the bottom. With the food processor, it goes around more than this one does. It seems, oh, I'm making a mess on the counter. Oh boy. Don't mind me. I'm just trying. I'm trying to do this, and I'm having it's trial and error, everybody, because this is the first time I've ever made cashew butter. So it's trial and error, like everything else I've ever made. But I'll get it, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm determined. I'm gonna get this made. Which is I like better about the food processors that it goes around and it keeps it spinning, where my Ninja doesn't do that. It kind of pulls it from the top to the bottom. So that's why I like this a little bit better. But it isn't, I can't fit everything in here. So I'm willing to start maybe in my Ninja and then finish up in here when it gets a good mixture. I may have to a little more to wash, but that's okay. On this on the sides, and as you can see, it's a little bit of trial and error. You got to keep working at it, but I want to get it the right consistency it needs to be, and I don't want to bore you by this, but I'll just pull it. working there. Now I'm going to push this, get my spoon and take it down in there. It's coming. It's coming. It just takes a little while to get all to the right consistency. Nice thing to say. I'm really, I get a little embarrassed when I go to do this and it doesn't want to work as fast as I want it to, and people are watching me, and I'm thinking, oh no. But if you're patient with me, I'll try to be patient too. It's coming. It just takes a little time. To stop and put just more down on the sides. This finally coming along, and I'm going to put the blue raw agave nectar into it now. Didn't empty that out. Here's my blue raw agave nectar. There's my blue raw agave nectar. They said agave nectar optional, but I like the blue raw a little bit better, so I stick that in there. Now let's see how it's going. Oh, the wrong lid. I can't put that lid on there. Sorry about that, grabbed the wrong lid. Thank you. It's a female. She wanted to see too. She was under my feet and watching me, so I thought I'd bring her up here. Well, as you can see, it's pretty good. It should be thinned out a little bit. I suppose I should add some water, maybe thin it out. But I guess if you want butter, you don't want it real thin anyway. Maybe I'll mix it a little bit more to kind of thin it out, because it's got everything in it it really needs. I don't want to put any more liquid in it and make it too watery, because you want to be able to spread it. Yeah, you got that right. It sure does. Probably not going to get it any creamier because it's going to look like a tornado, but it's kind of all gone together. So that's pretty much about, you know, what we can, because you want it thick enough that can spread it. So as you can see, you put it on the spoon. It doesn't look too bad if you can see it on the spoon. So I think I'm just going to leave it go like that, because I don't think there's much more I can do to it, and I don't want to add water because it'll be too thin. But that's the cashew butter, and when it comes to cashews, it's a little harder to, you know, get it the right consistency. Yeah, doesn't it look good though? And this is the first time I've ever made cashew butter. Yeah, that's right. I sure am. You know, I'm one of these kind that I don't give up just real easily. If something doesn't work, just like my burgers the other day. It didn't work the first time. I tried it again and tried it again. I try things until it works. I don't give up, and we should never give up. You know, that's what the devil would want me to do. He wants me to give up. Okay, I'll put this over here so you can watch me kind of put this down a little bit, or up a little bit so you can see. Maybe put it in the jar. Okay, there we go. So I'm putting this into the jar now, as you can see. It might be a little different consistency what it should be, but you know, it's going to be good enough to spread. And this is the jar I'm using too. It's a real good jar. And this ought to taste real good. Next time I might make some cashew coconut butter. I saw how Mama Rosa did it on her website, and I might do. She just used cashews and coconut oil to make her cashew coconut butter. I may do that someday too. But it's we can all learn. Like I said, we can all learn from each other. And this has really taught me patience, being, you know, having to watch this. If I had a Vitamix, I probably would have mixed it just like that. But, you know, I have to make do with what I have. You know, don't have it, don't have it. I mean, a lot of people can't afford it. You know, it's just that way. It's a very expensive machine. It's probably worth every penny, but I just can't afford it right now. So, might someday, you know, hopefully it won't be too long from now, get my lawsuit settled and I get money from it, then I'll be able to get one. But for right now, I'm going to have to deal with this. So, there. There she be. It's not packed in the jar too well, but at least it's in there. And I wanted to do that because it's not something I've ever made before, and I wanted to make it, to make something different, because I'm always trying to figure out something new to make, and that's why I did that, so I could make something new and show you guys. So I thank you for coming. This many come in here. This is wonderful. I'm getting new people coming in here all the time, and this is great. And I did post my other videos. This video I did this morning. It's up on YouTube right now with the recipe, and I went over some of my recipes I had on YouTube and went and put them on there that weren't there. I Oh, thank you. Welcome from North Carolina. Good to see you. This is something I like doing. If you just came in, this is my cashew butter. It's not packed in the jar the best, but it's in there nonetheless. Oh, somebody's weird. Get those crazy. Well, that guy deserved to have a bruising. Oh my goodness. What? That had nothing to do with what I'm doing. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Wasn't that awful? Took one look at that. I didn't even have to read the whole thing. That was horrible. He used to be very, very disgusting. That's where you can tell where some people's minds are. Really warped. Yeah, you're right. Oh, good. Thank you. Even though I blocked him, he's still reporting because he's getting enough reports to be off of here. Yeah, I know they are so rude. This is supposed to be a cooking scope, and people come in and act like crazy. I don't know what you want to call them, fools or idiots, and you know, say bad things. And that comment he made made no sense at all. It made no sense for what I'm doing. I mean, give me a break. I mean, I think that person's been on here with somebody similar before. I thought that I had blocked. Probably one of those that's got umpteen million usernames. You block them once and they come back in with another username. I didn't have the glasses, so I just stayed in my house. But you know, I did. You're probably right. Exactly. I didn't have to go out. I was watching it on the computer. Is what I was doing, because Twitter was live streaming it from the Weather Channel. So I watched it on my computer. But I knew when the eclipse had happened here because my house got real dark inside. It's like I couldn't see 2 feet in front of my face. My dogs couldn't figure out what was happening either. Because I didn't, but I didn't want to go outside. I didn't have the glasses, and they recommended you not trying to use sunglasses because that would have hurt your eyes. You know, somebody was periscope. Several people did periscope it. And I was in one periscope. I don't know who was doing it. But Javid Gabbett come in there, and Jules was in there, and there was people in there that were saying crazy things like, "Oh, I hope I go blind by watching this." I'm thinking, that's dumb. Why would you want to go blind from watching it? It was so crazy. Hi, Alexis. I just made some cashew butter. May not look the best in the world, and it's not packed in the jar too good, but it's there, and I will post the recipe up on the YouTube so you can see it. Yeah, yeah, I know. You saw it there in Atlanta? Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. You saw, yeah, a lot of people did. Now, there was some that did it, and they were able to go out with the glasses and watch it. Hi, Stacy. I just finished up my cashew butter. I put it in the jar. You'll have to watch me slowly making it because it was a slow process, but I got it done. But I wanted to put it in the jar. Oh, you saw it in South Carolina? Like I said, I didn't even have to watch it this morning. All I did was stay in my house, watch it on the computer, and it started all of a sudden. It was real sunshiny. Hi, Stacy. Good to see you. It was real sunshiny, and then all of a sudden it got darker and darker and darker. And I knew, and I looked out my patio door just from my chair, and it was getting really dark. And I knew that the eclipse was going on. I wasn't about to step outside. Yeah, I can imagine they did. Well, Jasmine, she had from Tennessee had done one, and it got real dark where she was at, and her horses didn't know what to make of it, and I think her roosters didn't know what to make of it either. Dark just for a short period of time, you know. So, oh, hi, welcome. I don't think you've ever been in my Periscopes before. Welcome. I am just fine. I'm good to see you. Where has he been lately? He's not been on. Somebody asked me the other day about him. Where's he been? Is he busy? Because I have been waiting for him to come on, or is he in another campaign? Because he has really not been on lately. Oh, yeah, isn't that funny? Yes, it's God's country. It's beautiful here, you know. And I wish I was in the country, but where my son lives is out in the middle of nowhere. It's like out in the sticks, but it's beautiful out there because he's got a quarter of an acre, I think, or something like that. And he's got a big garden. He's got a big yard that my grandson mows because he's 17 years old, and he said that mower's his, and he's going to mow the grass. Nobody else is going to mow it. So it's funny, you know. But that's hoping someday we all can get out in the country before the. Welcome to you. Welcome, Teresa. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you too. It sure is a pleasure. It's a pleasure for everybody to be in here, you know, because without you, I would not be able to do these periscopes. Oh, well, thank you for coming in, and you take care now, all right? Bless you, Carrie. Take care. Oh, he's been busy. That's what I figured, because like I said, somebody asked me yesterday if he's been on, and I said, no, he hasn't. I figured maybe he was busy, because he usually comes on at least at nighttime or early morning. Sometimes he comes on before I even get out of bed, since he's 3 hours ahead. But, you know, we'll be praying for his campaign, praying for May and her campaign, and praying for anybody that's doing campaign work out there, trying to get the message out. You know, and I'm trying to get the health message out too. By doing these health scopes, it's trying to help people understand we got to be healthy. We can't always keep eating the stuff that we're eating and expect to be around much longer, because we're slowly killing ourselves. You know, and I know I'm losing weight, but I'm losing it ever so slowly. I don't intend to lose it too fast. It's coming off real slow, a lot slower than maybe I'd like. But if I lose it slow enough, it's not going to come back on very quick. You know, because I don't want to. Because I've had a tendency before. Yeah, she's out barking at the dog. I think the dog next door is outside, so they're both out barking at the dog next door. Yeah, well, she saw me on camera. You know, she saw herself too. Oh, thank you. You know, it was hard at first, very, very hard, because I was on the shy side. You'll never know now, though, but I was on the shy side where I didn't want to come on camera, and if I did, it was just maybe 4 or 5 minutes at a time. But then I slowly started gradually building myself up, and now it's not uncommon for me to be on over 2 hours at one time for the prophecy scopes. Of course, these I'm not, but the prophecy scopes I'm on 2 hours. Well, some of these scopes I'm on about half hour. The cooking scopes are going to be on a half hour. I intend to keep doing what I'm doing, because I want to be healthy for Jesus. I want enough strength so I can go if I need be. You know, the angel comes to my door, going to escort me to the hills and the mountains. I'm ready to go. We should all be ready to go. Well, God bless you too, and thank you for coming in. This is really wonderful. People are supporting me like this. That's right. It's all in God's good time. We don't know when, but we just have to be ready for it. We have to be prepared for it. That whatever comes, you know, we know what's going to happen, and we just don't want to be caught taking the mark of the beast. So we have to be very careful. And we have to start being healthy too. Because, you know, some of us, we're killing ourselves with what we're putting in our bodies. And I'll admit that I was one of them that did the very thing I'm telling you. I put so many things in my body that I shouldn't have been putting in there. They look good to me, so I'd buy them in the store, you know, and I'd take it home and eat it. And then after a while, I'd get a bellyache, and I wondered why. Well, now I know. A lot of the stuff that I ate before, if I tried to eat it now, I'd get real sick on it. I couldn't eat it. So it's just the way it is, you know. You got to prepare yourself and keep yourself healthy. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am. I'm making changes, and it's a slow change. It's not a real fast change. Yeah, we have to. Oh, wonderful. I hope you do, and I'll be looking forward to those. You've been over for 2 years now. Mine has just been a short journey. Well, it's a lot of foods I've been eating. I don't eat meat anymore because the meat's not healthy, because it makes you sick. But a lot of the stuff that I was eating, like macaroni and cheese, I don't eat that anymore because I can't eat the cheese. And if I used the macaroni, it'd have to be like organic macaroni and make my own cheese and put that on it. But that's the only other thing. I had macaroni and cheese boxes, and I just threw them all away. I didn't even keep them because I don't eat it anymore. It just doesn't taste good to me anymore. So, but with this being out of cashews, it has no preservatives, so it'll keep it. I'll have to get it in the refrigerator, but it will keep it in the refrigerator for a while. What am I eating now? I'm not eating anything right now, but this is cashew butter. I can put this on my toast, and I made some jam the other day, which is up on YouTube as well. That I periscoped it. Made some chia seed strawberry jam, which is very good. And somebody had requested yesterday for me to show you how to make a chia seed egg, which is quite simple. Basically, all it amounts to is 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water, and you leave it sit for about 10 minutes, and it thickens right up. Because I used it in the sunflower burgers that I made again yesterday, because I made a batch yesterday afternoon. I had already periscoped it before, so I didn't periscope it again. And I put chia seed egg in it, and it really came out nice, and they held together fine, and I froze them up. So, hi, good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh, yo, good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had that too, but you know, I'm still cleansing my body. I'm literally cleansing my body where I'm trying to get rid of all the toxins in it. I go 2 or 3 times every day. Every day. Welcome, Yvette. Here is my cashew butter. You'll have to watch the replay to see how I made it. It was a slow process. It was a patient process. If you're patient to watch it. You'll be able to see how I did it. It took a little time, but I got it done. I really haven't decided yet. I might make myself some ice cream and have that. But, because I haven't had any ice cream for a while, so I might fix that again. Or a smoothie, maybe. So, I get, I'm doing more than I did before. And I do about 2 or 3 times a day. You have to cleanse your body. It detoxifies, get everything out of your system. Yeah. Yeah, I have to think about it. You know, normally I'm pretty much prepared, but, you know, I'm by myself, I don't have to fix for anybody else. So I'm not as attentive as to what I'm going to have. It's just whatever I can think of having. It should be on my profile, and if it's not, you just message me. If you got Facebook Messenger, that you can message me and I'll give it to you there. I really don't know. I have no idea what I'm cooking right now because I'm not cooking anything right now. I'm just standing here periscoping this that I had made. But I'm glad I could do this again because I tried to thought, what else could I make today? And I made the thing this morning, you know, and I wanted to make something else again today. Well, I knew I had made cashew butter because I went and looked at all my periscopes and there was nothing there. Yeah, I think so. I'm out of control cooking, aren't I? I'm really out of control. You know, but that's okay. That is okay though, because I'm helping you, and we're helping each other. And you know, I want to continue to do that. What's my favorite? It's the same name. It's my Karen Watterson is my name on YouTube, and that's my name on Facebook. It's Karen Watterson on Facebook. Now on Instagram, I can't remember what it is. I think it's Karen W1948 is on Instagram. But you know, you can teach yourself. We have to help each other. You started my bio. Well, if anybody wants my email, I'm not afraid to give it to you. I will give it to you right now, and be sure and write it down. I'm not afraid to give it to you. It's KSW. This is all lowercase now. Write it down. KSW, S as in Sue, W, 48 at Comcast.net. And I can give you, that's because Philip gives his email, and Stacy gives hers, so I don't think it's, you know, my address is one thing, but my email is something else. Oh, I'm doing great. I just made some cashew butter. It's not packed in the jar very good, but I got it in there anyway, and yeah, it's something I haven't made before, because I went through all my periscopes to see what I've done and what I have up on YouTube. It's not up there, so, well, I haven't made this before. And I found this recipe a while back on YouTube, and I thought, well, I might as well make it. It's a little bit more than what Mama Rosa has, because she made a cashew coconut butter, which was real good. She made it, yeah, it wasn't hard at all. It just took cashews. It took some little salt. I put sea salt in it. Took some lemon juice. It didn't take very much at all. Lemon juice, cashews, put blue agave nectar in it, and salt. That's about all it took. Four or five ingredients. That's it. And it was simple to make. It was a longer process because I don't have a Vitamix. So I start in one and go to someplace else. But you know, it's okay. I got it done just the same. It worked fine. I got it made, and it's in my jar now. And oh, you're allergic to peanuts. You know, you're not the first to say that. There are a lot of people that are allergic to peanuts. You know, that's a shame too. I dearly love peanuts, and I would be very upset if I was allergic to peanuts, because every week or so I'm making peanut butter. I made me some more again the other day. And for anybody that has never seen what my peanut butter looks like, I'll show it to you. This is I'll take the lid off and I'll show you. This is my peanut butter that I made the other day. And I slowly put that on and sometimes I'll get into it and I'll eat it by the finger. I'll just put my finger in and start eating it. It's good that way too. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I do it. But I'll make peanut butter once in a while too, and that's simple to make too. And I use my food processor for that. So, if you can make that kind of stuff and make it on your own and don't buy it out of the store, you're better off. that's why I like to do this, because at least I know what is in it. The things that you find in the store with the ingredients, a lot of them you cannot pronounce it. Oh, thank you. I'm trying awful hard. You did know you were allergic to peanuts, and you all of a sudden started breaking out. Well, when I was a little girl, I used to be allergic to chocolate, but that's fine because I don't eat chocolate now anyway. After I found out what chocolate has in it, I don't even touch it. But I'm not allergic to peanuts, thank goodness, because I love peanut butter. But like I said, when you make your own, you know what's in it. You can't pronounce a lot of those ingredients you find in the store. I mean, I look at some of the ingredients in some of these things and I'll say, what in the world? Well, chocolate, for one thing, has bugs in it. You don't know you're eating bugs. Roaches, as I understand it, has all things in it you shouldn't be having. It's not good for you. Oh, yes, almond butter is good too. I've also got some of that made as well. There's some of my almond butter. It's good too. So, yeah, ooh is right. And it's got yes, you're right, Philip. It has caffeine in it too. You do not want to eat chocolate for that very reason, because caffeine is a stimulant. Because numbs your senses. You don't want that. You don't want anything that's going to do that. Now, carob powder, as I understand, is a chocolate replacement. So you can have that. You can like carob bars or anything like that, but don't make chocolate. I don't eat it anymore. So. Oh, yes, Stacy uses it all the time. I'm going to have to get some of that. I don't have any carob powder, but it's supposed to be real good for you, too. You just don't want to put stuff in your body that you can't pronounce. And the stuff that I've bought before has so many ingredients in it, a whole long list like this, and I'm starting to go down the list, and I'm thinking, well, what are these ingredients anyway? And a lot of them I couldn't pronounce. I'd stand there and try to pronounce them, and oh, my goodness, that's horrible. If you can't pronounce them, don't put them in your body. At least I know what I've got in here. I can pronounce every bit of it. Simple recipes. We don't need anything real extravagant with a lot of ingredients in it. I feel the less the better. That's exactly what I feel. The less the better. It doesn't have to have a lot of ingredients in it. Yeah, I know. I can understand that. They're supposed to be better than that. At least I thought they were anyway, but they're not. And for those of you that did not see my vegan pancakes this morning, go back and watch that Periscope. And I also put it up on YouTube, because I put the recipe up on YouTube this morning, so you can And I was flabbergasted that I could make vegan pancakes with only 3 ingredients. Just a simple recipe. Just oats and almond milk and a banana. That's it. And mix it in my blender, and I put it in my skillet and make up real good. Oh, you do that. They were very, very good. I think I got 9 or 10 out of there, but they were small, and then I put maple syrup, 100% maple syrup on top. But oh, yeah, just go on my YouTube. If anybody doesn't know my YouTube, it's Karen Watterson is my YouTube channel. Just go in there, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and then you could just see because I've got them in playlists, and you just go down the playlist, and you can find them in there. They should all be in there the way I wanted to have them anyway, and I try to get them all up there as much as I can. No truffle butter. I'm sorry, that's from pigs. We don't eat pork. No way, shape, or form. Don't eat anything like that. Oh, you got a new phone. Wonderful. Yeah, that happens. Well, I got a new phone too. It's the same phone I had before. It's just got more memory to it. And so I was able to keep my same username and everything, Oh, yeah, I remember you. Yes, I do. I do remember that. Well, that's okay. At least you're able to come back on again. Yes, do follow. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't have all that many. I'm not like Stacy. She has 1,000, probably over that by now. If I don't ever get that many, I don't care. I'm just happy that I do have subscribers to it, and they are learning something, because I've had people comment back to me that my videos are going all over the world, and they're appreciative of what I'm doing, because it's helping them too. Oh, yes, I have the 7 Plus as well. I had to change phones. From when I was with T-Mobile, I had to change phones when I went to Verizon, because it doesn't have the same network, so I had to change. So I've got a 7 Plus now, the same colors I had before. It's just got more memory. It's 128 gig of memory instead of the other one was 32, so I can put more on here. But oh yeah, those things are Android. I don't care for Android. Yeah, I'm happy with what I've got. I'm happy I can do this now. I have no problem with getting Periscope to work better for me with T-Mobile. A lot of times my for some reason, I don't know what it was with T-Mobile, their network is horrible, because I couldn't get a lot of my Periscopes to go up on my camera roll. For them to get them up on YouTube, they have to be on my camera roll, because I put them directly from my phone onto YouTube, and they wouldn't, when they can't go on my camera roll, I couldn't get them up there. So there, you won't find all of them up there, but there's over 200 and there's about 275 on my YouTube channel right now. But I'm going to keep on putting them up there as much as I can, and helping other people, and keep finding more recipes. That's what I've been doing in the afternoon. I start looking for recipes, vegan recipes. You can find a lot on Pinterest too. But anything that's got like apple cider vinegar, I don't use that either. I replace that like with lemon juice or any other juices I can. You don't put, don't want to use apple cider vinegar. I don't like that stuff anyway. So I'm going to start looking for more on there, and if I see any with apple cider vinegar, I'll just replace it with lemon juice. You have to take a lot of those recipes that are on Pinterest and any place else actually, and tweak them to suit yourself, because they're not going to have everything in them that you can use. You know, well, it's putrid. It's what it is. I know that's the word you want to use for it. Philip might know the word to use, but it's stuff that's you don't want to put in your body. It's not good. It's rancid stuff. Is, you know, because when you think of coleslaw and you make coleslaw and you put vinegar on it, it's all rancid. It's fermented. That's right. It's acid. It's fermented. And you don't want that in your body. Oh yeah, it's good to know. You know, that's why I do these too. I help other people, and I've learned a lot from Philip. I've learned a lot from Stacy, who are both in here, because they both have websites, and they, you know, Stacy's done a lot of cooking, and Philip does a lot of periscopes where he talks about the benefits of certain foods, and he also talks about some that are not good for you, that you should not be having, like the carrageenan. If you have not seen that video of his on the carrageenan, go on YouTube and check it out, because it is something to behold. You don't want anything in your body that that's not good for you. Oh, I certainly intend to. Oh, you want to make fresh? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. But you know, I'm doing as much as I can to try to help as many people. Oh, the pancakes were absolutely delicious. If you didn't see them, go in there and watch the Periscope from this morning. I put it on YouTube. They actually tasted really good. Now they said you're supposed to use unsweetened almond milk. All I have is vanilla because I like it better. But you know, it made the pancakes taste pretty good, actually. And I used quick oats, and then I used one ripe banana because I've got organic bananas. But they were actually very, very good. And then I put I ran out of the regular maple syrup, so then I put the organic 100% maple syrup on it, and my pancakes tasted so good. So that's what I do now, and try to get organic and as much as I can. Can't always. Welcome, Deborah. Good to see you. Now, organic is not feasible for some people because it can be expensive. Because, you know, organic, you know, is going to be worth a lot more than regular. But since Walmart is starting to step it up, and they're starting to get a lot more things now, they're starting to get a lot of sugars and flours and stuff and seeds and stuff. They got sesame seeds and, you know, the chia seeds. That's where I bought my chia seeds from, was at Walmart. And the next time I make almond milk, somebody had mentioned yesterday that Walmart has the vanilla bean, because you cannot put, and that's what I'm going to tell you now is I found this out too from another friend in Periscope, and I looked on the back. Do not use vanilla extract. It has alcohol in it, so you don't want to use that. Even the organic does. It has organic alcohol. And I'm thinking, organic alcohol? What the heck is that? It's still bad for you. So you can use the vanilla bean, or if you don't want to use the vanilla bean, you can use another another sweetener like agave nectar, blue raw agave nectar, which I like a little bit better than I do the agave nectar. It's a little bit sweeter. Or maple syrup. But you don't want, yes, I found that out. So you know what I did? I got it in my cupboards and I took all my vanilla out and threw it out. Some of it was brand new and I just tossed it out. I'm not going to put that stuff in my body. Now that I know it's not good for me, I am not going to do it. And when you find out it's not good for you, you need to get rid of it. There was a lot of things that I had bought a while back that had the carrageenan in it. And I did not know carrageenan was not good for me. This was before Philip had done his periscope on the carrageenan. Once I had found out about the carrageenan, I started looking through everything I had. You're so welcome. I'm glad to help. When I saw that, I knew what he was talking about. I went into my refrigerator and I saw what had carrageenan in it. I had to start throwing everything out. I couldn't eat it. Blueberry. Oh my, that would be delicious too. Well, I've got the blue raw and I've got the plain too. But they've got golden as well. Oh, that agave nectar is so good. Oh man, I'm gonna keep buying a lot of agave nectar because it's so good. And of course the maple syrup. I like the agave nectar a little bit more than that. I love blueberries too. I'm gonna have to go look for that. I don't know if Walmart has it yet or not, but they do have a lot of agave because that's where I got my stuff. But they sell pure raw cane sugar, and they have the regular other kind of flours and stuff too. So they're starting to step it up, and they're trying to get a lot of organic. So yeah, I'm going to have to too. But I'm going to have to go to Walmart one of these days and get a vanilla bean so I can, because I've got to make some more almond milk again, and I don't want to make it until I can put the vanilla bean in it. Of course, I could probably put honey in it too. That would make it okay. I got raw honey. Can use that as a sweetener as well. So I've got to get some almond soap so I can make my almond milk. And I make it in my Ninja. It comes out really well in my Ninja. But I tell you, one of these times, I'm going to have a Vitamix. Whenever I can afford it, I'm going to get one. It's just so hard to pay $500-600 when I'm on a fixed income. That seems unaffordable to me. Just so unaffordable. But if I can get it at a cheaper price, I'm going to try it. Yes, I've seen that one, Forks Over Knives. Yes, I've seen that video. And boy, it makes you look at things a lot differently. A lot differently. Especially the one part where it had all the chickens that were in this pen together. They were all cramped up in one space. It makes you think a lot differently about even eating that stuff. Because it's not good for you. You start realizing what that stuff has in it. That they inject the chickens with hormones. Do you really want to eat that stuff after it's got hormones and stuff in it? The processing they do through it, your meat, hamburger, that stuff, if it falls to the floor, which it can, they'll pick it up off the floor, and if there's stuff on the floor, hair and stuff, it goes right into the food. They don't care. They'll just process it right into the food, and that goes to the grocery store that way. And people are putting that on their dinner table, and it's so disgusting. Very disgusting, and that's why I don't want to eat it anymore. I want to live healthy. I don't need the meat. I can do without it. I'm seeming to do without it much, much better. My daughter kind of criticizes me for it, but I feel I'm doing what I need to do to help be healthy. Oh, Food Incorporated? Oh, okay. So, I'm glad I'm helping. See, I'm helping you, you're helping me too, because we're all learning about different websites out there. Because, without knowing without them, you wouldn't know. And I'm thankful for Philip for giving his scopes on things that we can eat and things we can't eat, because I wouldn't know either. I wouldn't have known about the carrageenan. Well, I'm sure he didn't either. And how he found out about it, I don't know. But I'm glad he gave that scope, because that was a very valuable scope, because there's a lot of stuff with carrageenan out there. Stuff that's supposed to be vegan, non-GMO, and they put carrageenan in it. How can that be vegan and non-GMO when they put that in there? No, I don't have a juicer. I just don't. Yes, Philip is awesome. He gives good periscopes. He gave a good scope this morning when he was out walking. If you haven't seen that periscope, it was just a short one, but watch that one. It was during the eclipse, but it was very good. But yes, he's very good too. You'll probably have one tomorrow, because Tuesday afternoons is when he has his periscopes. But you found out through Walter Vike. Yeah, he's be another one that you hear a lot from. Well, I'm not supposed to eat eggs. Not because they're actually, carrageenan is bad, right? Because eggs come from an animal, so you're not really supposed to eat them at all. No eggs. If you must have just come on, there is egg replacers out there. You can make eggs out of flax seeds, and you can make eggs out of chia seeds, which I've got both. Let me get some water. Basically, they're pretty much made the same. It's 1 tablespoon of flax seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. Same thing with the chia seeds. You just let it sit and let it thicken up. And that's what they use for eggs. You can use that as an egg in recipes, in cakes and things like that. So, yeah, and flaxseed. That's why I've got I've got ground flaxseed. Oh, I'm sure you do. Believe me, if I could afford it, I'd have one on my counter, but I can't afford it. You know, maybe when my lawsuit gets settled and I have money out of it, then I'll be able to get it. But until right now, I have to deal with what I have. You know, unless I can find it cheaper somewhere else. Now Amazon does have them cheaper, but they're refurbished, and I almost hate to get them there, but they're about $200-300. That's a little better, but still pretty high, I think. You know, but I'll get one of these days. For right now, I just have to deal with my Ninja. It works for me. So, but I think I'm going to get off now because I get ready to get my supper, make me some ice cream or whatever. But I thank you all for coming in and sharing this Periscope with others and supporting me on this, because it's only because of you that I'm able to do this. So I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you might be. That's right. Use what we have. You all have a great day or night wherever you might be. Take care. You're very, very welcome. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye.